The, a lot of field grass?
Yeah, which means it's not worth as much.
Okay. Not as high quality.
Right.
Okay. It is 5:30, time to call the meeting to order. Please join us in the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If you would remain standing, I'd like to have a moment of silence for Daniel G. Evers, which was former administrator at Deerfield Township and Matt's mentor, and he passed away unexpectedly.
Thursday night. He was the current executive director of the Clinton County Port Authority, helped rebound the Wilmington Air Park from when DHL left, and he was an incredibly well-respected, kind man, and I will miss him greatly, as will so many other people.
Amen. Does anyone have anything they would like to have removed from the consent agenda?
I do not.
Okay. Moving on to special activities, we have a public hearing for the 2023 tax budget. This time I'd like to entertain a motion to recess this meeting and open the public hearing. So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yay. Russell?
Yes, sir. The tax budget you had prepared in your packet, it explains what we're submitting to the county this year. Again, this is not the actual budget itself, but it's more or less setting up the amount of resources that will be available for us to when we actually do the budget later in the year. There will be some additional challenges in the coming year's budget. If you looked at the bills for today, we had $22,000 worth of gas and diesel charges in a single month. So we're going to be experiencing some of that pain of inflation, especially with $5 gas in the coming budget year. But other than that, it's business. We've got money in the bank and we're doing well.
Is there a motion to accept this tax budget and forward it to the county? This goes to the auditor?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We need to go out and hear.
Yeah, I think we have to.
Correct.
We have to.
Any other comments while we're in the hearing? Okay, hearing none, is there a motion to adjourn this public hearing?
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yay. And now is there a motion to approve the 2023 tax budget and forward it to the auditor? So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yay.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Yay. Okay. Do you have any comments? You probably haven't had a chance to look at the budget or anything.
No.
Okay. Russell, fiscal officer's report.
No, other than sticker shop for gas, that's about it.
Sure, we're all dealing with it for sure.
No doubt about it. Okay, moving on to new business, we have resolution 5372. A resolution appointing an initial Region 14 representative and an alternate representative to One Ohio Recovery Foundation, dispensing with the second reading and declaring an emergency.
So I don't know if the board's familiar with the One Ohio recovery effort in total. I know I've talked about it a few times, but it is a very, very complicated settlement agreement that is administered over layers of, frankly, bureaucracy, and they're creating even more bureaucracy to try to divvy out some of this money. If you have any problems sleeping, go ahead and read the settlement agreement. But basically what this does is the county, on behalf of its subdivisions in Region 14, is asking for the individual communities inside the county to affirm the selection of the representative and alternative representative for this region to divvy up some of the funds. And the person that stepped forward and said they could do it was Greta Mayer, She's the Executive Director of the Mental Health Recovery Board at Clark Creek in Madison County. And the alternate is Karen Shera, who's the Executive Director of the Claremont County Mental Health Recovery Board. So those two individuals are named as the representative and alternative representative respectively for Region 14, of which Warren County is a part of.
And you have no problem accepting those
No.
two as, and you don't want to do it. Are you kidding me? I'm pretty sure of the answer. Okay. Is there a motion to appoint these two individuals and dispense with the second reading and declare an emergency?
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yeah.
I thought we'd appointed Steve to that last meeting.
Yeah, Dexter. Oh, you mean Steve Muter's
Yeah.
or Steve? Okay.
I was thinking.
Yeah. And we also have a recommendation to purchase a 2022 Dodge Ram Tradesman crew cab 4x4 truck and outfits truck with a TC 500 truck craft heavy duty aluminum bed. Nice, $61,000 plus.
So since Tony isn't here to defend himself, he's on vacation, he waited for me to, no.
Convenient.
Now, we advertised this for public notice, and he has the owner responsibility. This is basically a quad cab, 2500 Dodge with a aluminum, specially crafted aluminum bed on the back of it. It's going to replace the front line. 2009 Dodge pickup truck that Mark's uses right now. Getting pretty worn out.
Yeah. Those probably coming.
It's
Probably coming.
They
We'll
all
probably
are
push
installed
that to the
separately.
limit, as a matter of fact. Does this have a diesel or gas?
Gas motor.
Okay, just curious.
Does the flatbed have the capability of carrying the mowers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a true flatbed, it's probably something like Ryan built on, maybe a little taller than that too.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, I don't know anything about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Any other questions about this purchase? There's a motion to purchase this 2022 Dodge.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yay. Okay, anything else under administration at this time? Moving on to planning and zoning, we have a resolution determining that the maintenance of the following tracts of land constitute nuisance of vegetation and dispensing with the second reading and declaring emergency. Jeffrey?
Yes. The first parcel is a repeat offender, the second one is new. It's actually adjacent to our Patricia Allen Park. It's a triangle of the cemetery that they just do not want to cut. I've talked till I'm blue in the face, so now it's time to go with paperwork.
It's a third of an acre.
Yeah.
I jumped in there and
I truly thought that it was an issue. It changed hands for management. The fact that they just didn't know where the property was, so last year we attempted to educate, and that did not get us the resolution, so this year we're starting off with a hammer. So, should get their attention.
Is that adjacent to our park? It is.
Yeah, it's, there's actually a property removed. The whole home is truly removed from there. But inside, the grapevine and honeysuckle is a building that I've been trying to get them to also demolish. And that was part of, give me all the paperwork and we'll put this forward for their budget 2022, and that person no longer is with them. It's starting the process of everything.
Okay.
So yeah, an awful lot of work for less than an acre of ground, but that's what we'll do.
Okay. Any questions about these two parcels? Is there a motion to approve 5373?
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yeah. Anything else at this time?
Last time, sir.
Okay. Fire District, we have a recommendation to accept a generous donation of $248 from the Fraternal Order of Eagles to benefit the Fire District.
Continuing of them donating money to support our cause.
Is there a motion to accept this donation from the Eagles?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yeah. And anything else from the Fire District? Okay. Police District, we have a recommendation to purchase shelving, evidence lockers, file cabinets, and so on and so forth, for the new building from Patterson Pope.
Yes, sir, we continue to try to get ahead of the curve on the COVID stuff and the chain supply and so forth. And I've got a couple of the police officers working on different functions for the new building. This was a budgeted item. We knew we were going to have to buy that to outfit the building. Patterson Pope is the state bid, and those are state bid prices they quoted. This covers quite a bit of the necessary filing cabinets, the various gun cabinets. The property room needs to be outfitted with cabinetry. By law, we're required to keep weapons, guns, and money separate. So we've got to have a cabinet for each one to accommodate the law and so forth. So not a surprise expense. Just trying to get ahead of the curve on getting it ordered and giving it time to get here for the completion of the building.
Do I have any questions about this purchase?
How much of the existing lockers and cabinets are we going to be using? Pretty much all of it?
There's some stuff in the garage that we'll use, but the rest of it, some of the other stuff, the desk and so forth, will be in need down here as they expand the building here and redo that. So rather than Mr. Clark having to buy all new stuff, that way with it, I'm buying the stuff from the new building up there. So there will be some, but it's not a great amount because it doesn't fit the particular room sizes and so forth. So it kind of forces us to have to buy new stuff to put in there anyways, because the various sizes that have to go in to make it fit in that. But we'll utilize what we can, yes.
Okay, any other questions about this purchase? Is there a motion to direct the chief to purchase these cabinets, et cetera, for the new building?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yay.
Thank you.
Anything else, chief?
I just want to make sure the board saw my email. The bike ride's been canceled. The Juneteenth celebration, they didn't get enough sign-ups, so I got a second notice today reminding us that they've called that off. So that was going to be a project, getting it all the way to Lebanon through 4 different jurisdictions and so forth, but they've canceled it for this year. And I sent you an email. I just want to make sure you saw it. So.
Thank you very much. Okay, road department, just on the consent agenda, anything else?
Yes, paving will be done tomorrow.
Done tomorrow.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time with the milling crew. I learned a lot about what was going on in Sycamore Trails. And the paving started last week and it'll be done tomorrow.
That's all they did. They did RL 5 and 73.
Yeah, it's nice.
I think I was the third person to drive over it.
Yeah, they're in Stone Ridge right now. Last
Okay.
one.
It's
Nice.
I did. I wanted to make sure we got this whole back as fast as possible.
back of the
Absolutely.
Ryan won't brag about his crew and his guys, but just so you know, these past couple of weeks, they have really busted their tails getting out, doing the mastic patching, and transverse cracks in advance of the Journey's crews being out there, because that's the right way to do it. So,
Yeah, we were filling in all the transverse cracks on the roads we were paving
Sure.
prior to them coming, and they come a couple of weeks early, so
Yeah.
I had them working early and late. And I didn't set the pace, they set their own pace, but they done a lot.
Good job.
Good. Good work.
Very fortunate. Okay, any, is there a motion to accept the consent agenda as is?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Okay. And staff updates?
nothing at this time.
We do have an executive session scheduled, so at this time I'd like to entertain a motion to recess this meeting and go into executive session.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Okay.